poison on my blade. And let's go!
This is the camp that Constantin's escort must have established.
It looks more like a battlefield. I hope the Donegad and your cousin survived the fight.
Search the zone. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what's happened here.
Alrighty. Follow the traces of combat.
The tents were lacerated by what looks like claws. And there are traces of blood everywhere. Some of these men must have been attacked in their sleep. By beasts?
But here's the thing, we already know that the natives can control beasts. So even if there are beasts involved, you can't rule out natives.
Most of the weapons are missing. Our soldiers wouldn't have taken a rest without defenses. Our soldiers were attacked by surprise, and there were animals among the assailants. However, our men reacted properly. They were armed and they fled as best they could. There are no bodies, and no sign of Constantin or Katasak's presence here. Perhaps they were in another place, and the soldiers wanted to join them. We need to follow the tracks. This area has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the zone and taken this path followed by their assailants.
Jesus. Yeah, that those footprints, feetprints, whatever. They're like they're like 2 layers too high. Damage inflicted by attacks hitting from behind. Vendor. Level 34 is next. We'll push that to 3. And we'll push that to 3, and then we'll start filling in. I don't know. 37's the next level.
This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Katasak and Constantin were going.
Rather, a place of anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinol Menawi. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Katasak wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps. There are bodies, and without a doubt there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find.
Oh, that one body.
Crater. Without a doubt caused by an explosive potion. The soldiers might have been carrying them. They must have been desperate to have taken such drastic measures. The corpses of both men and beasts. These soldiers fought dearly until the end. Neither Constantin nor Catasac are among them. This blade is a native ritual knife, and this bowl contained a potion. Someone wanted to perform a ritual here. Could Catasac have found a better means to alleviate Constantin's symptoms? Constantin and Catasac must have been visiting this place, perhaps performing some sort of healing ritual. When the attack took place, the soldiers intervened, and many fell during the fight, but a group was able to escape down this path. We need to continue following their tracks.
Down this path?
More tracks. Footprints. They must have fled this way.
That's a tree on fire.
Strange. These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat. These weapons are in terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against?
Is it about to drop down on me?
Another burnt tree. This path seems to
Oh,
have been
the bird.
scorched in flames.
We must be coming up on the bird.
More signs of an explosion. I can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions.
Alright, what do you
These
got?
poor soldiers were torn to pieces. Animals again? Or something else? New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here.
Alright. Alright, let's get it. We're going. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's get this done.
There are not only the corpses of our own men, but where could these other soldiers have come from?
That was something to examine there. I didn't want to do it yet. Let's examine this big mound.
More signs of explosions. But what were they doing with all these explosives on them?
Probably trying to blow up all these damn monsters that were attacking them. I can go down this way. I don't think anything story-wise is happening over here. Right? Turkey. Yep, that drops down. I'm not gonna go over there yet. Let's go back up. Go around, hit the other side. There's some unrevealed mapation to do exploration upon. Some ore right there.
There are footprints. Only a handful made it up to here.
Back to the... Oh! What is that? Professor Sarah's work notes. The natives had told us about the giant creature who reigned over the heights. The statue we have found could be a depiction of it. It is a large winged beast. It seems agile and capable of flying, but its body seems fragile and unprotected. Of course, it is only a depiction, and we will have to see one ourselves to confirm these observations. Oh my god, I found all of the notes for one of these.
The path stops on this overhang, and despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantin or Katasach.
There you go. Like now I'm at the point I don't even need items anymore. That's how absurd this has gotten.
These rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. What could have happened here?
Damn.
I don't recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see. According to this note, this troop came from an outpost of the Bridge Alliance close by. A patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge in some way be linked to this attack? That makes no sense. These vials look familiar. Katasach used the very same to stock his potions. He must have come here. I'm going to pick them up. I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantin, what have you gotten yourself into again? Very well. Let's sum things up. Constantin and Katasach definitely came through here to perform some sort of ritual, but they were attacked. An attack obviously involving wild animals. And then there are these traces of inexplicable flames. Could it be magic?
You cannot suspect my people are behind this attack. You have strayed far from the path. No one would have attacked Katasach.
Unless he himself was behind it. He is a powerful Donegad. The beasts obey him.
How could you even think something like that? He is a healer. He brought comfort to your cousin.
Perhaps he only did it to gain our trust. With Constantin captive, he now has leverage to apply to the colonists and force them to accept his conditions. But in all truth, I have no idea what to think. But regardless of who is guilty, I must find my cousin. We could return to Wenshaveye to learn more. Perhaps Katasach returned there. Or maybe his Voglundai could tell us where to find him. We are also going to have to visit the outpost. Their soldiers were involved in the combat, or at least the end of it. They must have some stories for us.
That trail seems a better one to follow. Katasach is a good man, but the soldiers and the lions have already betrayed you.
That's true, but I do not see how they could have made these animals obey them. However, one way or another, Constantin is in danger. Let us be on our way without further delay.
Alright, time to go back. Wait, what is this about investigating? What if I just go do this right now? I'm gonna try to handle it now. Matter of fact, let's make a determinant save slot here. I was kind of hoping I'd get to fight the flying thing. It does not appear we will get the pleasure. There we go. Alright, here it is. We can jump down. This feels very open.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Oh, is that a camp? Looks like a camp. I like camp. All right. Boop. Another region of camps all set up. Oh. How are we getting along? Only 3 left. Let's check out up here first, just out of curiosity. Really? Was it all this for a fungus? A fogus? A mogus?
Colonials? You must have gotten lost to have come this far from nowhere. To whom do I owe the honor?
Desardet. I am legate of the Congregation of Merchants on this island.
A legate? Here? Pardon my dismay, but we don't get many official sorts around here. Captain Idris. I am the ranking officer in charge of this Bridge Alliance outpost. What can I do for you, sir?
I'm looking for Constantin d'Orsay, the island governor of the Congregation of Merchants.
A governor? Here? Whatever would he be doing in this rattle?
My cousin was part of an expedition in this region. His men and his camp were attacked. They nearly all died, but we found no trace of his body, which has us hoping that he may still be alive. Wounded and holding up somewhere, or even captured.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction? I hope this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. In my book, we've been totally forgotten. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's camp. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency, but we haven't seen him. And we definitely haven't kidnapped him. The region is dangerous. The natives are heartless. You should be looking in their direction.
You do know that we found the bodies of several men from the garrison up there, don't you?
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note, signed by your hand.
Then they are dead. I had hoped they'd have survived and would eventually return.
Explain yourself, Captain. What were your men doing on the clifftop?
They were monitoring the zone. They were to warn us of any troop movements. We have lost too many men to surprise attacks. We decided to take initiative and be ready. Yesterday, we heard screams and saw some strange lights up there. But I was hoping...
And you didn't go and see for yourself? You hear screams, certainly those of your own men, and you don't do anything.
So the last of my men give up their lives for nothing as well. You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me, I'm taking no more unnecessary risks.
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back from me?
Bro, really? I would be able to bribe this guy for 50 gold?
I can see how difficult your present situation has become. I'm certain you haven't been paid either for quite some time. I cannot solve all of your problems. But what would you say if I took care of that one, at least?
A little gold would certainly improve the morale of my men. One of the men I posted there returned during the night.
A survivor? Excellent. Did he tell you what happened?
He wasn't able to say a word. He collapsed unconscious 2 steps past the doorway. Our nurse sits with him, but there is little hope that he will come back to himself. His wounds are extremely serious. He's just refusing to die.
I'm sorry to hear that, Captain. Perhaps we could do something for him.
Go and see the nurse. Perhaps you can do something to help the poor boy. I can't take it anymore. To lose another man. Anything else?
I need to be going.
Let's go pay this guy a
I would very much like to
visit.
do the same. Safe journey, Your Excellency.
What are you doing there? This is an infirmary!
I know. I've come to see the wounded soldier. The captain told me you might need my help.
That is very kind of him. But alas, it's a little late.
What are you saying? Is the soldier...
No, he still lives. But I've been asking the captain for weeks to escort me on a mission to replenish my stocks. I no longer have a single remedy. And now that we have a wounded patient, I can only wipe water on his brow and hope.
Do you know what type of remedy would allow him to survive?
Yes, at least I think so. It's a known potion that heals burns.
I see. Give me the recipe. We'll go and see that it's prepared for you.
Thank you. Because of you, this poor boy might be able to survive his wounds.
Okay, we can definitely heal this guy. Watch this shit be... Watch this shit be, Alchemy 3. Kill me. I know it's coming. Oh. Science 1. Easy clappers.
Were you able to concoct the potion against burns?
Yes, I was. Might we administer it?
Give it to me. I'll take care of this. We must wait and be patient now.
Will he make it?
I hope so. We'll know soon enough. This potion is extremely potent.
And if he survives, when could we speak to him?
Come back tomorrow at the same time. We'll know more then.
24 hours.
Very well. I'll come back tomorrow.
See you soon. And thank you again for your help.
Should I just rest and then wait it out? Kill the group of bandits. Travelers, beware. Bandits have been spotted roaming around the water source to the west. Their camp is certainly in the vicinity, so we advise you steer clear of this region unless you're heavily armed. Whoever can neutralize this threat shall be rewarded. Contract, missing scout. One of our scouts did not return home from his surveillance mission in the forest north of the region. He was attempting to locate a rebel native camp. This scout comes from a good family. They offered a reward for any information that could lead them or that could help them find him. Okay. Let's head on down. Sleep. 20 hours. Gone. Let me get back in here. I should have played Baldur's Gate 3 for stream. This is gonna be a really awkward that stream is gonna be a really awkward section to edit. But we'll get it. We still managed to preserve most of the missions, I think.
Hello, soldier. How are you doing?
Better. A lot better. Are you the one who saved me? The nurse told me.
I simply prepared the potion that she told me how to make. Nothing more. Could you tell me what happened during the attack?
I will try. They're not really memories I'm fond to bring back. A lot of my friends died up there. We were posted up on the peak to follow rebel movement. It had been a couple of days when we heard sounds of fighting not far from our position. Men were screaming in our own language. So we went to see what was happening. Soldiers of the Coin Guard and an islander were trying to protect a young man. He seemed dire ill.
Constantin and his escort. Who were they fighting against?
Dozens of wild animals. They seemed completely enraged and intent on devouring them. And there were flames.
Flames? Where were they coming from?
I don't know. My friends and other soldiers fell one after the other. I didn't see everything. All was blood and confusion with beasts and fire. But I thought I saw another islander. Big. He's the one who took the sickened man. There was practically no one left on the battlefield. I was wounded and I passed out. I came to when I heard voices of islanders approaching. Rebels. I thought to myself, they're coming to finish off the wounded. I got up with difficulty and fled. I dragged myself here. And you know the rest.
I'm going to have to go and find these rebels.
You shouldn't do that. They killed all of my friends. You take a great risk.
That's enough. Rest now. You're still far from having recovered.
Yes, it's best I leave now. I've learned enough. I'll have a word with your captain. Goodbye.
Alright, informing the captain.
Excellency, I was told that you saved my soldier. Thank you. You can't imagine what this means to us.
Please. I did nothing more than follow the instructions your nurse gave me.
Trying to get some
Did
of
you
that,
learn what you needed to learn?
Yes.
some of that
I was
good
able
rep
to
with the
question
Bridge
your man,
Alliance.
and he told me what he saw. He and his company heard sounds of the attack, and they went to investigate. My cousin's escort were already nearly annihilated by animals that jumped out from all sides. A strange sorcerer controlled them. It was he that took my cousin.
One of those rebel savages, no doubt. I knew that they'd be behind all of this. They must have learned that an important man was in the region and thought he would make the perfect hostage. I'm sorry. I would give you some men, but...
Don't apologize. I know where the camp can be found, and if my cousin is there, I will free him.
like you freed the scholars. You're a good man, Excellency. Thank you again for saving my soldier.
I need to be going.
I would very much like to do the same. Safe journey, Your Excellency.
All right. Another quest down. GG's.